You can see it's working really well thus far. Actually putting a groove in this stone. It's also good to do this in a open area where the breeze is taking away the dust, because it's not good to inhale stone or bone dust. So as you see, it's starting to shape up. What I'm going to do is bring this down a little bit further, and then I'm going to leave the portion I'm going to tie, going to leave it square, because it doesn't matter if that's round or not. And if you have a flat spot sitting on your wood, it's going to take better. So there it is there. And I think I'm going to cut this off. I'm just going to take this stone and grind away on it, go all the way around, and then snap it off. Then I'll be able to get my wood part ready and get everything else I need to finish this up. So now we have our tine done for the hook. Creek drew these out and pre-started these for people to make for your wood portion. I'm going to take the foraging tool. I'm going to try to split this right up through. This is pretty tough stuff, apparently. Here we got that started. I can clean this up a little bit with the foraging knife. This is pretty tough hardwood. Now, like I said, I can just clean this up a little bit. There we go. And the way this is going to work, it's going to work like that there. The foraging knife works pretty well. It cleaned this up. The angles are a little different because of the way it's shaped, but it's okay. It will do some carving. Of course, it's not the best, but it's meant for cutting roots and so on. But it's good to know that you can do a little carving with it if you needed to. So I've spooned this out as you've seen, or as you see, and I'm going to go collect fir resin. I'm going to light that on fire and use that as a heat source to melt the hot melt glue. I've also cut this, split it down, so I can put the hot melt glue there, press down, and heat this up and apply it, instead of trying to hold this little piece against the flame and trying to melt it. So these little tongs are going to make a big difference. So right now, I'm going to go and collect some fir resin to light up. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that tine to this wood section and start my hook. It's important to heat up the two pieces that you're actually going to glue as well. So we'll heat those up quick. Melt our glue. Got it on there. And now we can push them together. Perfect. And that was just long enough to glue that together. That ferro rod has worked really well. Now, this here is the artificial bowstring, and it comes all put together. I've stripped off a few pieces, and this is 3 pieces, and that's what I'm going to use to wrap this. How you wrap this is you take your tag end and you lay it. This shows in the instructions how to do this. You lay this over top of your tine, and then what you're going to do is come down below and wrap basically 3 times, and then come over, up through the hook, come back down, and start wrapping again 3 times, go up, in back, go around, and so on. I'm going to zoom in close so you can see that. So there it is there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this tag end up the side like this, and then I'm going to hold that with my thumb, come down here, and wrap really tight 3 times. And then when I'm in the back here, I'm going to come up and in behind just the wood part, and then back down and wrap down here again 3 times. And then while I'm in behind again, I'll come up, wrap it around, come back down, and do 3 more times. Then I'm in behind again. As you see, I can go back around and down, and 3 more times. Now I'm just going to continue doing this, wrapping nice and tight. I'm in behind again, go around and back down. This locks it all into place and such. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going until right to the crook of this. Like that, and then I'll come down and start going up the shaft. Nice and tight so it doesn't move. And when you're at the top of the shaft, you can put a overhand knot in this, just put it in underneath, pull it tight, and that's not going anywhere. Like I'm pulling hard on that. There you go. So there you go. That's the hook, and it's secure on there. That's not going anywhere, and it was a lot of fun to do. Did it with a lot of stones and such, just to show that method. But you can use a file, sandpaper. There's many ways to grind this down, but I just wanted to use stone just because it's fun, and also just show you that you can do it with stone the way they used to. This here would be good for bigger fish, big bass and such. They would take this, but it's not going to get you smaller fish. That is where you use the gorge hook for your smaller fish, and then you can get bait and such that you can put on this to catch the larger ones. Thanks a lot for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Take care. Thanks for watching.